We've played 4 games in the Premier League since the last episode. Can we improve on that? Find out after the titles. Hello and welcome to Club 5, episode 15 of The Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got 2 games for you. We are at home to Burnley and away to Leicester, both of which are in the Premier League. So let's get straight into the Burnley match and I'll show you the team for that one. And it is Hughes in goal, a back 4 of Martin, Branthwaite, Janitsek and Bogle, Burenhouse at the base of midfield, Davinchenz and LaRue ahead of him, Kevin on the left wing, Asprilla on the right, Sharp up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. I think that's reasonable, so we will point the finger and go with that. And let's get into the tunnel and find out what they want to know. We suffered defeat the last time we played Burnley. Will that have any bearing on this match? No, we're professional enough to approach this in the same way as any other match. Shannon Baptiste is suspended. How big of an absence will he be? It's not ideal. Yeah, we want to take advantage of the fact they have the worst defence. Chance for them to go out and make a real statement. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go and try and do exactly that. And we're 5 minutes in. There's no sign of how it's going yet. Fosu-Mensah with the throw for Burnley. Bennett with the shot. And it's over the top via the crossbar. Janitsek takes it off the goalkeeper. Finds Burenhouse, who goes back to Hughes. Hughes goes to the left back this time. Aaron. And he loses out. And Burnley are in here and they've scored. Liam Delap for Burnley, and it's West Brom 0, Burnley 1, so we'll demand more. And we've not even had a shot in the opening 8 minutes of the match. Not going to win if we don't shoot. Who is letting the side down? Realistically, the answer to that is Burenhouse and Asprilla. So Fosu-Mensah with the throw-in. Masengo back to Turner. Wilmot brings it forward, finds Zakaria. Back to Wilmot. Zakaria plays it through, and that'll go all the way through to Hughes in the West Brom goal. He finds Janitsek. Burenhouse plays it to Asprilla, to LaRue. LaRue goes to the left hand side, and Kevin beats Mensah, crosses it, and it's headed away, and we've lost the ball. Kelly back to Wilmot. Masengo back to Wilmot again. Turner with the ball forward, and Janitsek wins the header, it finds its way to Kevin, who plays it through. Sharp hits the post when it was easier to score, and the highlight comes to an end. So we'll demand more. I think we'll probably go attacking in a moment as well. In fact, let's do it. Let's go attacking. We need a goal desperately to try and get on level terms before half time. I think Asprilla is definitely going to be the man to make way at half time. Although, having said that, Burenhouse is on a yellow card, so maybe. Right, Aaron to Kevin to Davinchenz over the top, and Vanya in the Burnley goal is there to mop up. Wilmot to Zakaria. It's all the way back to Vanya, who finds Turner. They're certainly playing about with it. Delap with the header to Ejiofor, and Delap takes it wide, and it's gone wide, and we get away with that one. We have at least had shots on target. We are well ahead on XG, but not where it matters on the scoreboard. So the question is, what do we do at half time? And I think Burenhouse is exactly the right man to come off. Been terrible, sorted out. So we'll take Burenhouse off, and we'll bring on Cassimi. That's a reasonable swap. And then up front, we'll put Kevin up front, and we'll take Fraser Sharp off for Ben Brereton Diaz. So let's get into the dressing room, and we've made our team talk. Start the second half and demand more immediately. LaRue to the right and Asprilla to Bogle, who plays it forward, and Turner gets it back to his keeper, who gives it straight to Aaron. Brereton Diaz to Davinchenz. Cassimi gives the ball away. It's Bennett for Burnley. Davinchenz wins it back. Brereton Diaz picks up the loose ball. He makes a cross, and the header is straight at Vanya in the Burnley goal. And it's Turner playing it forward. Aaron wins the header. Davinchenz to Brereton Diaz. He crosses. LaRue with the shot. Jean-Jacques LaRue makes it West Brom 1, Burnley 1. So we have responded with a very, very early goal in the second half. I won't bother with a replay for an equaliser, but we will encourage the next time we get the opportunity and see if we can turn 1 point into 3. We certainly look like we deserve it. The question is, who's going to be the next substitute? So we'll encourage, and it's going to be Davinchenz, and it will be Baldo. Matthias Baldo is going to come on. And that's our third and final change of the game. Asprilla back to Cassimi, Janitsek to Asprilla, into LaRue, Kevin into Baldo, and Baldo has scored. It's 2-1 on 66 minutes. And as soon as it's a goal to put us in the lead, I will watch it. Janitsek to Asprilla, into LaRue. First time ball to Kevin, on to Baldo, who adjusts his feet, slots it under the keeper to make it 2-1 to West Brom. And that has lifted our spirits. And what's it done for the league table? Lifted us up to 10th and dropped Burnley into 16th. And they are 4 points above the drop zone, and we're 4 points off the European places. So as it stands, it's been a good day. Just a few minutes to go now, around about 7 minutes, and that's into the last 5 minutes now. We're still ahead, and Bogle picks up the loose ball, finds Janitsek. He's lost it to Delap. Can't give Delap this much time and space. Bogle's intercepted, gives it to Hughes, who goes for the big hoof downfield. Kevin is under it, but loses out to Wilmot. Almeida down the right hand side for Burnley to Howell. It's played into Almeida, and it's over the top, and we get a goal kick, and the highlight comes to an end. And Asprilla is having a stinker, but we can't take him off. 4 added minutes signalled. We're well over halfway into that, and that is just about full time. There you go, full time, West Brom 2, Burnley 1. I'll see you in a moment for the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode as we face a trip to Leicester City in the Premier League, and the team for that one is Hughes in goal. The back four of Martin, Branthwaite, Kipre and Furlong, Burenhouse at the base of midfield, Devanchins and LaRue ahead of him, Kevin on the left, Asprilla on the right, Sharp up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, the assistant is recommending the pressure is all on them. What do we have to lose? Go out and cause an upset? Yeah, I think that's reasonable. We'll pump the fists and go with that. And let's have a look in the tunnel for the tunnel interview. Your team have hit a purple patch in front of goal. It's got to be pleasing. If you can score goals, you'll always stand a chance. Are you hopeful of a performance today? Yeah, I don't see why we're not capable of turning up and playing well here. First goal crucial. Yeah, I'm hopeful for a strong start and a positive approach. Certainly not going to be sitting back and letting the match happen. Not with Leicester in that kind of form. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. We're going with our usual 4-3-3. And we will go up to 9th if we can pick up the win. Asprilla to Burenhouse, and we've lost the ball. It's played into midfield. Tielemans to Shoretire. Kevin's got it. It's played forward, but we've lost it again. Madison to another Leicester player whose name escapes me. Keeper's made an absolutely blinding save there. That's a fantastic save to keep the scores level. Right, let's demand more. And this time he couldn't get there, and Shalar Soyuncu has put it in off the woodwork to make it Leicester 1, West Brom 0. So moments after we looked like we might have taken the lead, we've gone behind. And it's Madison with the free kick into Ndidi, back to Madison. He plays it to Rios. Madison to Ndidi. Tielemans with the ball over the top. And Kipre intercepts, plays it back to the keeper. It's gone down the wing, but Tanganga has it and plays it to Shoretire. He makes the save. Or makes the keeper make a save rather, and the highlight comes to an end. Smith into Rios for Leicester, back to Smith to Tielemans, and Ndidi to Tielemans to Rios, Shoretire, ball over the top, and Luca is there to slam the ball past the keeper, Luca Romero, to make it 2-0, but it is being reviewed. And the goal has been given. It is 2-0. Sharp to Burenhouse to Davinchens. Kevin out wide to Aaron on the left hand side. He's got room for a cross. Soyuncu heads it clear. Burenhouse collects the loose ball. Finds Furlong on the right after a return ball. Furlong to LaRue. Back to Furlong who crosses. It's headed away. And Baldanzi is there, and it's played through for Shoretire, and he rounds the keeper and dinks it into the net. 3-0 Leicester in 12 minutes. That is game over. Even though there's 78 minutes to go, we're not coming back from that. And it is a question of how many subs we make at half time. Believe me, it could be 8 if we had that many available. We don't, so we just need to try and steady the ship a little and try and win the second half really. We're demanding more. Pressure Shoretire, absolutely. And Leicester have taken the 9th place that we had the opportunity to take had we beaten them. And Rios back to Maddison. Luca has lost it. Hughes to Aaron down the left hand side. Aaron's lost it. Shoretire for Leicester. Back to Smith. Tielemans to Shoretire. He finds Tanganga, and Japhet Tanganga makes it 4-0 with 37 minutes on the watch. And it's going from very bad to even worse. And there are even more players who are in line for potentially being substituted. I think I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to go with Kipre and Sharp at half time, which is very fast approaching now. And there we go, it is half time. It's 4-0 to Leicester. We're going to throw the water bottle. And you were terrible, the game's over. Right, so we are going to take Fraser Sharp off for Luis Suarez. And we're going to take off Cedric Kipre for Justin Janitsek. So we've got 1 sub remaining and 45 minutes to negotiate, but we're losing 4-0. So it doesn't really matter. It's a question of who needs to be taken off for their own protection and sanity. I think the answer to that is probably going to be Asprilla. And the question is, have we got somebody who can come on? We have. We've got a choice. I'll go with Brereton Diaz, I think, on the hour. Not yet. It's too early. And there we go, it's past the hour mark, so we'll bring on Brereton Diaz for our final change. We'll go attacking as well, we'll risk it. And what just happened there, I don't know. We'll cancel whatever change that was. Aaron with the ball in, and Brereton Diaz at the back post has made it 4-1. And I'm not interested in a consolation goal replay. Right, what was the gist of that substitution? It wasn't a substitution, so I'm not sure what we were on the tactics screen for. Right, 20 minutes to go. We're still 4-1 down. I mean, it looks slightly better than 4-0, but that's relative. So we might as well go attacking. That's what I was trying to do, wasn't it? We'll demand more. And it's a corner. The header is over the top. And it's a goal kick for Leicester, but the highlight comes to an end. Leicester have had 4 different goal scorers. And thankfully, none in the second half so far. Although that's just changed with Clement Longley making it 5-1 and a 5th different goal scorer for Leicester as well. Their manager will be delighted with this display against West Brom. We are anything but delighted, although the XGs are actually not that far apart. So we haven't done as badly as the scoreboard suggests. We've had almost as many shots, almost as many on target. But we have been absolutely humped as far as the scoreboard is concerned. It ends Leicester City 5, West Bromwich Albion 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and to tell you what is coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table. And as you can see, we're on 14 points from 12 matches played. We're 7 points above the drop zone and 7 points off the European places. So we're about as mid-table as it gets, apart from the league position. We're slightly below that in terms of the actual position. Let's have a look then at where we're going to come back on the next episode. And I am going to bring you back for the games against Aston Villa and Watford in the Premier League. So that will be on tomorrow's episode. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.